Hello my crafty friends, welcome to A Crafter's Story. It's Celeste here. Thank you for stopping by. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate your support and I really love doing these videos, so having you along as a subscriber would mean the world to me, so thank you for that. I've been baking a lot, and you might think, what does baking have to do with what you're looking at? Well, it's, I'll get to that. Let me first show you some of these little mini journals that I've been making. Now, I'm a little bit obsessed because I've made so many. I've actually made so many that I've got these 12, all 12 of these actually currently on the Etsy store. I'll leave a link for that in the description below. So I had a little closure on this one, just a ribbon. This is some canvas material, and I decorated it with a little flower and some corrugated card. And then when you open it up, it is anything you want it to be. It can be a sketchbook, it can be an affirmation little message journal, it can be any kind of journal, honestly, whatever you decide you want this to be. I just think they're sort of pocket size and really cute. So there's that one. And then I did something a little different, and I'm going to make one of these with you. I just wanted to show you some of the options. This is some of my eco-dyed paper, so I thought I'd use some of that. But this one I thought, let me try. So when I open it up to the back, instead of having another signature in here, I just paste put this little sort of I don't even know what to call it. I guess it's like a accordion fold out into the back. And then there's a signature that I stapled into the middle with some pages, just all kind of different size pages that you can doodle on or mess around on. And then this one, I thought, let me do it, open it up in a different direction, also concertina style. So just an example, I think I did something similar with this one. Let's open it up and have a quick look, like that. Yeah, so you open this one up and it folds out like that, and then hidden in here folds out this way, and then I've repeated it on the other side. But for the most part, these little guys are, oh, this one goes up. These little guys are just fun to make. So another one I wanted to show you was, because I think you might, if you saw my last video, you might recognize the paper that I used to cover this little guy. Do you remember this? The negative space paper, the doodle. I just love it. I think it came out so pretty. And then there's some pages inside, just for you to be able to kind of write on, doodle on, maybe stick little stickers in. All right, so let me put this away and let's get started on making one ourselves. I've got this on a little tray, so it's easy to move all of them at the same time. I actually thought ahead, guys. Not my typical, I don't always think ahead. Anyway, so I have been, and coming back to my earlier comment, I have been doing a lot of baking and raisin bread, carrot cake, all the things that need raisins. And I don't know why I keep buying these little boxes, unless it's my crafter's heart that makes my hand reach for these and not the big bags. But I like these little boxes because they are the right size for these little mini journals. So once the the raisins are out, I just undo it, kind of open it up. There's always going to be a sort of a join on the one side. Open it up, but it's pretty dirty. It's got all the remnants of the juice, or not the juice, the stickiness from the raisins stuck on there. So I will come with a wet paper towel, or come with like a wet wipe, and just clean it off. You don't have to wash it, you know, with soap and water. Just clean it off a little bit, so get rid of some of this bumpiness. And I've already done that with this one. What I'm going to now do is just trim off some of these extra bits because I don't need them. I kind of wondered if these flaps on the side here could become part of the closure, but I haven't, you know, this piece here that I'm about to cut off, I haven't really explored that yet, but that is an option. Okay, throw those out. So I've decided on some decorative paper, and I've used fabric. I have used, so this one is fabric that I used to close, to cover this little book in. I've used canvas that I painted on, that's this one. So just all kinds of different paper materials that you can cut and fold will typically work just fine. I've cut everything to size because I just thought it might be quicker and easier. I'm using some of my Aleene's Tacky glue. I'm just going to put quite a bit. I find that this glue works just fine. I don't really know if stick glue would work unless you get the one that's I think it's Elmers that makes one that is extra strength. That might work. I have just chosen to use this one, and now when I'm working on my own, I'll take something heavy and place it on here and just get it to really adhere and dry before I go on to the next step. But it would be like watching paint dry or glue dry if I were to do that. So I'm just going to kind of wing it and go for it and hope that I can keep working. I'm going to cut these corners off to get a cleaner fold to the inside. Get rid of those guys. And now just a little line of glue along the edge so that I can catch the folds. And it's actually really quick and easy. And what I really love about it, probably as much as the idea of having a little mini journal, is that I'm upcycling, or should I say recycling? I guess it's a bit of both, right? Upcycling, recycling this little box that I have so many of. So the tacky glue should hold quickly. So I'm just going to hold it down for a second while I talk and chat with you guys. Just to hold it down, just to get it to stay down so I can go through to my next step. And I have pre-cut some little gold strips, and this was the inside of, oh, I think my little gold strips might be a little big. I think I might have cut them a little big. Maybe I need to, yeah, I think I need to trim them down just a fraction. I'm going to just, I think, eyeball it and hope that I'm not, that one's almost right. Just take a tiny bit off that side and tiny bit off that side, and I'm cutting so skew. Oh man. Oh well, let's see. Maybe I'm good now. Am I good? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I've got that. So get a little bit of my Aleene's back down along the edges. The cover is, as you can see, once you've got everything sort of cut to size, it's pretty quick. What I also like about this, I think, is that you can, if you've got little scrappy bits of paper, if you've got little offcuts or remnants of fabric, this is a really nice way to use those up as well. And I was wondering if I could put a ring at the top and make it into almost like a dangle or a keychain, something like that. Guys, I am not doing well with the straight edges here. So I'm just going to pretend it's not straight. I can cover up the one side. All right, so I have now cut the little box to size. I've put the outside cover on. I've put the two inside covers on. I'm now going to put a cover into the middle. So I'm just going to center my little guy here and get some glue down the center. And then I want to show you with the pages on the inside how that also can be a way for you to use up all your little scrappy bits. All right, so that is now down as well. All right, so for the most part, we have done the inside, and it's a little bit, let me see, I don't think I've got this guy centered. Are you centered? No, you are not centered. Let me see if I've got, I think I'm able to still move it across a little bit. There we go. All right, that's a little better, a little more centered. So we've got the inside covered, we've got the outside covered, and it's really pretty. And so I'm going to set that aside to kind of dry a little bit, because I'm going to squish it down a bit more and try not to get glue on everything and move this. Okay, there we go. So another way to use up all your little scrappy bits is then going to be to use up all my bits and pieces of paper, right? So I have, I think, 7 or 8 little sheets, and I have cut them just smaller, I think sort of 1/4 inch smaller than the outside, than the cover. And so I've just made all the little papers just smaller, and that's going to depend obviously on the size of your little box, as to, which is now your cover, as to how big this sheet is going to be. And then I went ahead and folded each one in half, stacked them one inside the other, excuse me, and what did I say, 8, I think, 7 or 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, no, I need more. Let me just count this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yes. I am short. I do have 2 pieces, and this is probably why I had these 2 pieces off to the side. I just forgot, because I set this up before the holidays, and then I had it just lying on my craft station waiting to be put together. Okay, so now I have 8. All 8 of these are put together. I'm going to staple it. A regular stapler does work, so your regular one. I am choosing to use my bigger one just because it's easier for me to see when I'm on camera. I have more kind of wiggle room. All right, so I'm going to get that. Oh, I got it in the middle. There we are. I actually got it in the middle. All right, so those are my 2 little signatures, and I'm just going to staple them into the book. You could sew them in as well. That is absolutely an option. So my glue is not dry, and I am making this. I'm going to just, this is the only thing about not having the glue dry before I start making folds, but you know, we are on camera, and I want to get to the end of it so I can show you how beautiful this would be. And I need to go, I don't think it really matters because there's nothing written on the pages, but I think this was going to be the front just because of the direction of the little flowers, right? Okay, so let's see. I'm going to match up the edges, see if I can get a straighter edge, just so I can kind of maneuver to where the center is going to be. Okay, something like that. Okay, I'm trying to get the center. Okay, you know what? I'm going to make a mark because I think they're kind of there and kind of there. Oh, you know, I didn't have to make a mark. I don't know what I'm doing. What you can do, this is so much easier. I wish I had thought of this before I started faffing around. Just line up your piece of paper, your stapled paper stack, signature, to roughly just before the edge of the cover, because that's kind of where you cut it to, right? And that should put your center on the spine. So let's see if my theory works. It worked with the others. Okay, I'm just gonna staple that in and staple that in. Am I skew? No. Okay, good. So I've done that going that way. Now I'm going to turn it around. Oh, it's what happens when you pre-prepare something and then you forget what you did. Okay, so now I've turned it around. I'm going to do the same thing. And let's see if I can just keep it. I might have to just to stop it from moving around on me quite so much. I'm going to maybe just pin it down like that. Okay, so now I've got this one here, and it's probably going to be easier if I come in from the not so fat side, from the other side. Let's see if I can get this. There we go. Oh, sorry, I think I knocked the camera. Let's see, how well did I do? Yes, okay, perfect. That worked really nicely. They are both in. So nice. So I've got both in. These are, oh, I did knock you guys. Sorry, I moved the whole thing. Sorry, I'm going to come in a bit. There you go. All right, so this is done for the most part. The only thing I would like to do, just because it's not so pretty, is to cover the back spine, because this is now where you can see the staples, and I don't want to see the staples. So I've got another piece of paper here. I'm just going to glue that on there. Get a bit of my Aleenes on, and I'm probably going to be a little more generous here, because not only do I want the staples not to show, I also want to secure my signatures a little bit. So I'm going to turn it this way and just see if I can line it up more or less central. Okay, so this is a bit skew. Try and do that this side, get it all lined up. Okay, so I did notice with some of my previous ones that when I use the clips to clip down the spine, it makes little notchy, it leaves little dents. It's not a train smash, but I think I would prefer to have these not, I don't want those. So I'm just going to kind of hold it with my hand a little bit. And eventually this is going to, let me get my little scissors out. Eventually it'll grip enough to where I don't have to hold it. So get that excess piece off. And I'm just going to kind of hold it in my palm. And I need to find a way to kind of, so that I don't have to sit and hold on to this. What if I do that? Yep, we'll do this. Just chat. Okay, I think it's probably not adhered enough, but oh, did I put, no I didn't. For a minute I thought I put this upside down, but I didn't. I can come and add a bit of glue here if I have to, but it's done. So here is the little book that we just completed together using an upcycled, recycled little raisin box. And honestly, guys, it can be anything. I'm working on this one now. This is from cream cheese. This is a cream cheese box that I'm working on. So it can be anything that you find that can become a cover to one of your little journals. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to put more glue in there, but that's okay. I'll do that later. Another thing you can do if you want to, just again to add a little strength, is you can put in a washi tape, piece of washi tape on the inside. And so when this is all dry, when I can open this safely without it bulging, I will come in and put a piece of washi tape down here just to cover the staples and add a little bit more stability to the fastenings of your paper fastenings to the cover. But yeah, no, definitely going to need more glue there. Oh well. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for visiting with me, and I really always appreciate that you spend this time and you stick with me all the way to the end. I hope 2025 treats you kindly, and I will see you in the new year. Bye.